Welcome back to the Best Bet Gamer, guys. We're doing another vlog here. We said it was going to be weekly, so here it is.
It's me, Mike, Nathan over there. We're going to do a review, going to go over new stuff, we plan on doing, not new stuff. Well, I mean, it's new stuff.
There's some new stuff. Some new stuff.
We're going to go over our topic of the week, and then we're going to sign off. So, first, let's go over a review.
We did a lot of Amnesia.
A lot of Amnesia. A lot of the one that you're doing on your solo.
Yeah, that's going to be going on for like ever. It's gonna be probably 80 parts of that.
Hit double-digit subscribers. Hit double D subscribers.
Double D subscribers, the best.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you are double D-breasted.
We would love you. That was creepy.
Well, he would. I wouldn't. I'm engaged. I mean
you say true, but you saved your ass there, boy. She watched that one. Speaking of which, also Valentine's Day happened.
Oh yeah, it did. Yeah, I made the. He made his Valentine's special, and I released Kokoro no Doki Doki Senpai, which
he's still having flashbacks of that one.
I don't think I'll ever get rid of the horrors that were Doki Doki.
You hear those screeching laughs before you go to bed.
Anyway, that's pretty much all that really happened this week, right?
Yeah.
Double D subscribers.
Double D subscribers.
V-Day specials.
Specials. The Amnesias.
Almost freaking forgot.
What happened?
Our Facebook and Twitter pages are up now. Just completely forgot. He's gonna be running the Twitter page.
Try.
Yeah, you are going to be running the Twitter page, but when we upload videos, there's that little check on the right to upload to our Twitter. We got to do that too.
It may give us some time, guys, because we don't know this stuff very well.
I'm going to work out the kinks. I don't think it does the same for Facebook, so I might have to manually, be like, watch this video. Ooh.
It's so pretty.
So...
Double D boobs.
Boobs in the thumbnail for every single one. Just put up pictures of breasts and be like, watch this video, and it just comes to our next uploaded video. Our logo is just boobs, and it says the best boob guys.
The best boob guys.
The boobs.
We like boobs, apparently.
Now I think that's all that we really got through this week.
That's this week.
New stuff that's coming out. You've got is there anything new happening on your end of the channel?
Well, just to clear up my end of the channel, because they just know I'm going through that. Visual novels is what I'm probably only going to do. One, they're easy to do. Two, I can edit those the way I crazily edit, or it's just easy. Two, I love voice acting. Four, it's just easy to lay down and play.
Yeah, that's true. Something to kind of soothe yourself.
Yeah, so my stuff will probably always be visual novels unless I put up a straw poll or something where one ends and we vote. I might put in a couple games if you want to see that.
On my end of the spectrum, where Undertale's already been coming out for when this vlog comes out.
Probably,
right?
Yeah.
Because
hopefully.
We're gonna continue Amnesia and Undertale. Those are gonna be our two big Let's Plays for now. But we are going to be starting a MMORPG run through too. We're going to start with RuneScape because we both absolutely loved that game when we played it.
I mined for days.
Yeah, and I did the tree cutting for years. And I didn't use bots, did you?
I couldn't even if I wanted to. I have no idea how to do that.
Oh, well, we're going to start with RuneScape. I'll start a character, then we'll get through the main stuff, a few quests, whatever. Then we'll start a character with him, and then we'll kind of play it. I'll be at my place, he'll be at his place, and we'll play it online. And then we might invite Mar, his brother, into it. Curtis.
Yeah.
Who is Mar?
He's Mari Curtis. He's Curtis from Mars. There you go.
There you go. But we'll invite him into it, maybe a couple friends of mine, whoever the hell wants to join in. And then maybe you guys, too, could join in, too, if you wanted to. But, regardless.
Another thing is membership. Are we ever going to get that?
We are going to get that. We're going to wait a little bit, though. We're going to try and do... I don't know. Maybe what we should do for the MMORPG is, instead of trying to do everything in the game, try and do everything in the free version of the game.
Yeah, because that would take a lot of time. Could you imagine trying to do everything in RuneScape? That would take probably years.
Yeah, so I think what we're going to start with is trying to do everything in RuneScape. But
if that stays popular, you guys like that, we might try some stuff in it.
Yeah. Also, World of Warcraft would be, like, if we did World of Warcraft or Terra, those kind of games usually only give you, like, the first 20 levels, and that would really work well for this channel type. Except if they, like, hit off and, like, people start to like them, then we'll get the membership for that specific game. Unless, well, I mean, I have all the expansions for World of Warcraft, and I play it a lot. But we probably both wouldn't get that because that would be upwards of $200.
I've never even touched World of Warcraft, so you'd have to show me the ropes on that one.
It's a very good game. I love World of Warcraft. But anyway, new stuff. Undertale has been coming out for a couple days now, I think. Yeah, I think the Wednesdays when the first one came up, right? Well, we're doing this in advance, so
I don't know. It's never been up.
That's true. I'll be uploading it tomorrow, but for you guys, that'll be Wednesday. So, and an update in the upload schedule as well. I haven't been very consistent with my upload times, saying that I would upload at 11, just because of school and with work and with life. So I'm changing it to sometime in the morning hours.
You're not allowed to have a life. You're a YouTuber.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
I'll switch it up to sometime in the morning so I can get that. So around sometime like noon to 6, or before then, or sometime before then, and then yours will be.
Mine is always from either going to be from 7 p.m. to 12 p.m. because those are my work hours. I work usually till 11 p.m. on my work days. So yeah, mine will be late night stuff. Also because my stuff's probably you don't want to watch. The kids want to watch. You probably want to put them to bed before you watch my stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we can go through the topic of the week. This is also something that you guys can help us with because we have a lot of topics in our head that we want to cover. What it'll be is like we list a topic. Like I think this week's is top 10 or top 3, not top 10. Top 3 male protagonists in
games,
video games.
Yeah. Just so you guys are clear, if you remember last time we said maybe doing top 10 videos, this will be that. So we cut it down to 3 so we can go into detail about one.
Yeah, because so if we had 10, it would pretty much be like 10, blah, 9, blah, 8, blah. Because, I mean, these vlogs can't be 20 minutes long. So even though this one's already at 7 minutes, so it might be 20 minutes long as it is.
Maybe. I'm going 15. It's going to be 15.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Anyway. This is something you guys can help us with. Comment down below what you want our topic to be. Please don't have it be like top 10 porn penises or something like that.
Top 3 boob types. Number 1 double D's.
Come on. Anyway, let's get right into it. So, top 10 3
top
male...
3. Top 10 3.
Top 10 3 male senpai protagonists from video games.
Okay, that's good.
Do you want to do male or top 10 protagonists from video games?
Let's just do male protagonists. That way, later I'm going to do female. That way we can branch out the topics. Make it last one, because we don't want to start doing top 3 favorite pastas.
Yeah, that's true. Which we did in Launch Your Friends anyway.
Yeah, we already did that, didn't we?
Okay, so do you want to start or me? It doesn't matter to me.
You can start the first one.
Okay. So, I think my third top male protagonist from popular video games, we forgot to add that in there too, because we don't want to mention some like pish-posh video game that nobody's ever heard of that we just found on Game Jolt once.
True, mine might be kind of popular. It's popular in for what it's known. So.
Okay. I think my third one would have to be probably third top male protagonist. God, that's a hard one. Because there's so many video games out there. So many video games.
But not many of them actually have protagonists that are memorable now these days.
Yeah, that's true. I think my third top male protagonist would have to be probably Tidus from Final Fantasy X. Just because out of all of the Final Fantasy games, I know this is controversial, but out of all the Final Fantasy games, Tidus has the most heroic personality, I guess. And he from Final Fantasy X, not X2. But Tidus, he seems like somebody that wants to help. I mean, there's Cloud, there's Squall, there's all those guys.
The most angst people of all.
Zidane, Vaughn, all those guys. But I think Tidus, out of that group of guys, is probably the best male protagonist. There's always Wakka, but I'm not going to talk about Wakka because he's let's be real.
this stuff's going over my head because I never played Final Fantasy.
Oh, really? Oh, well, Tidus was probably the best male protagonist, or the third best male protagonist for me, so what about you?
Mine, I'm actually gonna go old school for this one.
Okay.
Well, not exactly completely old school, but Sly Cooper.
As your third?
Yeah, it's my third.
Okay.
I remember him because he was... I remember that one because he was, what was it? The turtle? Can't remember.
Oh, Bentley?
Bentley, yeah. He would say something technological, sciencey, and stuff like that, and his Sly's like, meh. I'm gonna do it anyway, because I'm gonna bullshit up.
That's true.
He had that sarcastic Sly personality. I loved it.
I liked him as a character, but I don't know about as a protagonist. You know, because like as a protagonist, it's like you're the hero, you're the one that's fighting the antagonist, and it depends on which Sly Cooper game you're talking about.
All three of them. I liked them all.
Isn't there a fourth one?
I think. Yeah, that's
for the PS3.
Yeah, I forgot they came out with a new one last year.
Raccoons in Time or something.
Yeah, I never played that one.
I can't wait for the movie.
There's a movie?
There's a movie coming out. There's also a Ratchet and Clank movie, which leads me into my second male protagonist, Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank.
Nice choice there.
Ratchet, I mean, he's kind of like a mercenary in what he does in the games, but as he evolves as a character, going through Deadlocked, going through Size Matters, going through, I mean, I guess this is the older than the other two, but Going Commando and Up Your Arsenal. All those games, he just, like, as he grows and progresses throughout the storyline, he just becomes more and more of like a hero figure and more of a I guess lovable male protagonist.
You almost said Papyrus.
Papyrus's life.
Okay. I guess my number two, like I said, this one may not be too well known, but it's definitely well known in like the JRPG era. And that is Yuri Lowell from Tales of Vesperia.
Oh, okay. I played a tiny bit of Tales of Vesperia. I never really got into it all that much.
I know. As it goes, it's a really long game. Mm-hmm. As he goes on, he actually does something that most protagonists never do. This is spoilers, by the way. Big, gigantic fucking spoiler thing right here, okay?
Yeah, all over the screen.
He actually kills some of the antagonists, some of the bad guys.
Really?
Yeah, if he sees someone who wrecks a town, he sees guys that are destroyed, that killed some people or something like that, he's like, I'm not gonna just lock that guy up. If I lock him up, and also like the higher up government's corrupted in that one as well, and that guy's high up in the government, he'll probably just get a slap on the wrist, nothing will happen to him, and he'll keep doing what he's doing. So the best way to get rid of him is to get rid of him.
That's true. And that's what a lot of games that, I mean now it's becoming more of a thing where like in the shooters, like in the JRPGs, the RPGs, the MMORPGs, they just decide to kill them. Besides like trying to think of an alternative route like the older games, which I can get now because it has that same mentality, which is nice. But also I kind of miss that.
I understand what you mean by that, but here's the reason why I picked that is because that's an old game, came out like 2005, 2006, something. Before that mentality was
That's
a thing.
true. So it is kind of groundbreaking, which is nice. I think going on to my number one male protagonist out of video games that I've played and video games that I've just seen is probably, I can't even think of his actual name. It's
Mitsuru?
The main male character from Persona 3.
Persona 3. Oh, yeah. Really?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of adding him onto my number third choice, actually.
Oh yeah, he's probably my number one, just because of the inclusion of what he has to go through, the people that he has to sacrifice himself.
You actually know about that?
Yeah, I've played the game enough to know it personally, and I've watched the end. He has to deal with Nyx. I mean,
Good God.
That gets him in the top 3 regardless.
Yeah.
And all the shit he has to go through, all the relationship he builds throughout the game. Kenji, he has to deal with Kenji.
God, if you ever see us play Persona 3 or me play Persona 3, Kenji's gonna be a completely fucking different character.
It's just all the shit he has to go through in his day-to-day life, just waking up.
Kenji is a higher up than Nyx in his arsenal, apparently.
Waking up, going to school, dealing with Kenji, dealing with classmates, dealing with that stupid-ass history teacher with the helmet. All that shit that he has to deal with. And then at the end of the day, still goes into Tartarus every single night in the dark hour and beats the shit out of shadows and gets like his ass whaled by others and death that randomly shows up. I mean,
we should do Persona 3.
that is a good game, but I really like him as a male protagonist because of the shit he has to go through. I mean, and he's still willing to sacrifice himself at the end of the game. Like, he has to deal with, like, loved ones, like, if you fuck up a relationship, and stuff like that. And, like, it's not like these people knew him before this experience happened. Like, he just kind of got thrown into it and accepted it, and then decided that, oh, I have to be the one to kill myself to, like, stop this all from happening.
Dude, you're bringing back the feels.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that part way too well.
This game, he's just such a, like, hero figure in the fact that he didn't need to do any of this at all. I mean, eventually he would have had to, but he didn't have to do it the way he did it. The way he did it was so, like, heroic and, like, by his own will that he was definitely my number one for male protagonist.
I was going to put him on mine as well, actually. But the one reason I didn't is that because he didn't really have much of a personality. That's the reason why for me.
That's true, but I mean, I guess that builds my point even well. He doesn't, for him, he doesn't need a personality because he never really talks. He doesn't really do anything.
Except for running shoes.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't really do anything, but yet he builds this relationship with these people with not even doing anything. And, like, these people love him, and then he, like, or hate him, depending on how you make the relationships. And then he sacrifices himself, or is willing to sacrifice himself. So that's why he's my number one male protagonist.
My number one is definitely, and probably always will be, Dante. Not the new Dante. No, not new Dante from DMC. No, never.
Which one?
The original Dante from the original Devil May Cry series 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
Reasons why for that is...
I thought you meant Dante from Dante's Inferno. I'm like,
no.
Why?
No! I mean Dante from Devil May Cry. Have you ever played those, by the way?
I played the first 4. I never played the newest one.
Don't do, please don't. Okay, reason why for that is he's pizza-loving, milkshake-drinking, demon-killing slayer. What's not to love about that? He's sarcastic as hell, which I love, because if you have noticed, I am quite sarcastic. He's someone who'll get beat down, killed, stabbed multiple times. He's just, and he still keeps his personality. He looks past most demons say humans suck and try and kill everything. He went out of his way. It's like, is that true? I mean, my mom, pretty sure she was human. So he looked past that, started looking at him, was like, no, these guys aren't that bad. So
Yeah.
he's basically humanity's guardian angel for demons, considering he's pretty much the only one that can kill them and stand up to him without dying, even though he's like got stabbed, got decapitated, and all that stuff. Still stepped up for it. He fought his own dad, actually, in the first one.
That's true, he did, and I forgot about that. That does take a lot of, even if your dad's, like, evil, or even if your dad's whatever, it still takes a lot of courage to fight a, like, family member, or
and
a father figure.
And the third game, the final boss fight, which will probably always be my favorite boss fight of all time, is against his twin brother.
Oh, that would be hard.
And that is one of the most beautiful fights of all time. This Devil May Cry 3 in general is one of the best games ever made.
I agree. The Dante from Devil May Cry was a very good protagonist, and just his story developing throughout the 4 games.
3 games. 2 never happened.
No. But just him developing as a character is definitely...
Oh yeah, his growth throughout the games are also cool.
I guess some honorable mentions. Leon.
Leon.
Resident Evil 4. He's definitely... he doesn't have to do any of that. Like, once he sees... Like, once you get into the game and that first person's like a crazy person, you could have been like, nope, I'm out of here. Fuck you all. I see ya.
Hey,
and
true, but...
That corporation could have just taken over the world, and there would have been crazy people everywhere.
But we can't forget Chris Redfield and his boulder punching abilities. That's a joke. That was a joke. Please don't kill me. Okay, what's another good one?
Anyway,
another honorable mention for me, I guess, if we have honorable mentions, will be Jack from the Jak and Daxter series.
well, Jak or Daxter, I think.
True, both of them.
Mm-hmm. Jak or Daxter.
You can't have one without the other.
That entire video game series, I think. Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon.
The original games is what made basically games.
All those 3D Mario, Luigi, Zelda, like all of those Legend
of Zelda.
Zelda 64, like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion. All of those games had such great character building and story roles, especially Majora's Mask. I mean, just think about that game. You have 3 days to beat the game.
I've never played Zelda.
Really?
I've never played Zelda.
Well, I guess we know what games are going to be on the list. Not right away, but you're going to get Zelda.
I'm gonna get Zelda.
Mm-hmm. But just that genre or that generation of gaming is so much different than now. There's not a lot of. There's the Uncharted. What's his name?
Nathan Drake. He was also my probably.
He's probably one of the only video games that came out recently, within the past maybe 5 to 8 years, 5 to 10 years, almost even, because that goes back to 2005.
True.
I mean,
Nathan Drake
that really had a really good character base.
Yeah, there's a lot of games. Here's my main problem, and this is actually why I watch anime too. It's Western culture in general this has a problem with. I'm not a weeboo or otaku who wants to move over there. I'm fine. I'm happy for where I am. But the reason why I watch media that's Japanese mostly is because it seems like people have forgotten how to have fun over here. Everything has to be dark, angsty, grayed areas.
Well, that, and I feel like games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Battlefront, all those kind of games and all those game mentalities where you have these character roles and you grow them in one game and then most of them die, that kind of mentality has been brought onto us so heavily, and that's what sells now. I mean, I honestly, I don't think of a Spyro game, if a Ratchet and Clank game, the Sly Cooper games, if they came out now, I don't think they'd sell very well, except for nostalgia factor.
True, and I don't know why, but there needs to be more characters. Recently I went through Life is Strange. Max Clawfield's probably one of the only characters recently that I can actually call a character.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Him, I guess, another honorable mention is the main character from Infamous Second Son.
And the first Infamous game,
true.
Too. Cole. How can I forget about Cole?
They're both very. They go through. Especially, I've never played the first one, but I played Second Son, and just what he had to go through with the concrete, that chick with the concrete powers and shit like that. All that shit is just that's what makes a good protagonist for me, is having to go through something and still being able to not just give up.
Yeah.
Just being able to push through it and still be a hero at the end.
Then you need to frickin' play the first 2 Infamous games.
I bet.
I personally like playing the evil role in those games, but the good role is probably judging by the way I can talk to you probably love the hero roles.
I played Second Son and I just played the hero role, but I didn't want to go through the whole game again. So I just played the hero role throughout the game. And I still made maximum destruction throughout the game.
Who wouldn't?
But games now Just Cause, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, all the new big games that are coming out, even Dark Souls, you don't know who your character is. You don't know who any of these characters are, and they don't transfer through any of the other games.
Even though Dark Souls is probably number 2, Bloodborne now actually, because I played that recently, and that beats Dark Souls to me. There's no characters. That's my main problem with everything. There's no characters.
But it's a very fun game. That's what sells right now. It's a fun, difficult game. That's all that's selling right now. Is difficult games, shooters, or just money grabs.
True. DLC.
Yeah, in microtransactions.
Shots fired at Halo.
Yeah. No. Shots fired at anything that DICE makes.
Good God. Yeah.
Shots
very
fired at
true.
every game made after like 2009. Let's be real.
My main thing that I love is stories and characters, so that does hurt to see, and that's why I've been playing a lot of JRPGs and older games and visual novels, because that's what visual novels are.
But anyway, even at the end of the day, after all this shit, we again just want to say thank you for all the continued support. I mean,
Thank you for listening to our extreme rant.
yeah, if you made it to this part in the video, thank you
skipping.
so much. Even with skipping, like, cause then you like think that there's gonna be something better. You didn't just click away from the video, so
Internet
thank
high
you so
five
much.
for all of you.
High five right up to the webcam.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you guys so much, and again, thank you for double-digit subscribers. I think we're at 10, so
Yeah.
just barely over the loop. But thank you guys so
Maybe
much.
when
for
this
that.
goes up 11, it's 10 right now. Maybe we reached 100.
In 4 or 5 days,
Could happen.
I wouldn't count on it,
Okay.
but maybe. Who the hell knows?
Who
up to you
cares
guys,
about the
though.
numbers anyway? Okay.
Yeah, we want to say this. We aren't doing this for numbers or anything. We're just doing this as two guys that want to have fun, laughing and bullshitting at video games. So
Do a lot of bullshitting. I can definitely say
it's pretty much us. Is just a bunch of bullshit.
that. We're a bunch of bullshit. Lovely.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you guys a lot.
Love ya.
You guys are the best, and
So,
so does Tender Heart Bear. Tender Heart Bear wants to say thank you to
our new mascot.
Thank you for all the support. You want to have sex? You want to touch my little Care Bear stare? I'll fuck you. I'll fuck you hard. In the asshole.
Spin the butthole.
What'd you just say to me, bitch?
I said I want to play spin the butthole.
Anyway,
Okay.
next time on the Best Gamer, guys.
Random shit. Who knows what's coming up after this?
See ya. Bitch,
I'm scared.
don't fuck with me, alright?
Okay. I thought you said you wanted to, though.
Bye. Bye.